Alright guys, here is the leavening phase. So just to go over a little bit on this, so what the leavening phase ends up being is like I said before, what we're doing is we are going to be putting the air into our bread, helping it to be able to really leaven up. So this is a process that's called folding. What you're going to do, I should have said this to the other one, but if you watched ahead, you'll now know. Hey, what you want to do is you're going to, the very first hour, right after you're done making your dough, you're going to do three 20-minute intervals of this leavening. So after you're done making your dough, you're going to put it in the bowl and you're going to let it sit for 20 minutes. And then once that 20 minutes is up, then you are going to do this leavening process. After you do the leavening process, you'll wait another 20 minutes, do it again, another 20 minutes, do it again. After that third time, then you'll let it sit for the longer 2 to 10 hour rise. So that's the plan. So let me show you what we're going to do here. So we have our dough right there. It's looking nice. What you want is you want a nice clean surface. Okay. Make sure that it's all good to go. So we're going to open this up. We're going to take our dough out. Might be a little sticky on the bottom, like I have mine right here. So you can use your hands to go ahead and pull it out. Or you can actually use, give me one sec. This is actually a very handy dandy piece of equipment. It's a little scraper. It's a dough scraper. You can also use it for other things. The nice thing is that it gets down in there unless you really scrape it off. So as we're having here, what you can do is you can take your dough scraper, kind of just scrape it out of the bowl. Takes it out pretty darn well. Yeah. So you really get the dough that's in there without all of it just being stuck to the ground. There we go. So we've got our dough. Grab whatever's left in here. Put that in there. Alright. So now what we're going to do, no, you actually don't need to have your surface floured for this. So I'm actually going to lean this down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Okay. So we're going to keep the plastic wrap, of course. What we're going to do is you're going to take this dough, we're actually going to stretch it out. Alright, into a rectangle. Or a square, either one you want to do. I like to do rectangles. Personal preference. Okay, stretch it out, just like this. Move over here a little bit. You don't want it to break though. Don't let there be any holes. Don't let there be any breaks in here. Because remember, we're making an air pocket. So we're enveloping this and it's gonna keep the air in. So if we have any holes, it's not gonna work. So that's pretty good right there. And what you can do is you're gonna take from each corner. You're gonna fold into the middle, right there. Fold, 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 and fold. All right, and then you're gonna do the same with these other corners. You're gonna fold it in, fold it in, fold it in, fold it in, all right? And then you're gonna knead it back into that ball shape you had before. There you go. I'm gonna pick it up, form it again into what we had before. Perfect, just like that. All right, and now we're gonna put it back in the bowl. All right, now I'm gonna put the cover again. Gonna let it sit for another 20 minutes. I'm gonna do that again, and then I'll let it sit for one last 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna do it once again, and then I'm gonna let it sit and rest for the other 2 to 10. I like to do 10 or longer. That's just a personal preference. I like the more soury taste, and I feel like it get more of a rise, and so then therefore my bread ends up being more robust when it comes to it, more light and fluffy. It rises more. I get that nice little hole work inside of the bread that I'm looking for. So that's my plan. So we're gonna let this sit. I'm gonna do this 2 more times, and then we'll let it rise, and then the next video we'll be going over is doing the proofing process of using our basket. So if you want to get something ready ahead of time, I always just kind of have this hanging around. So this is my colander right here, and then or you can use like a wicker basket or something, something just the shape of of the loaf you want to make. We're going to be making a boule or a round loaf, and then a nice linen or cotton kitchen cloth, and then you're going to flour it. So I've already got flour in here. You're going to flour it and just in that form. So when we do our proofing process, we're going to take this out, right, and we're going to form our dough, and then we're going to end up putting it in this basket. So if you want to prep this ahead of time, you can. I usually just keep this around all the time, just because it's easy to use, easy to have. You don't have to worry about if it's going to get dirty or not because it's already floured. So if you want to prep this ahead of time, go ahead. Just sprinkle a little flour in there, or you can even take this out like that. Take it, sprinkle it with flour, kind of massage it in with your hands, and then you'll take it and you'll put it back inside of your basket, and then you will be all set for our next process of the proofing of it. So check out the next video.